Hi, Mr. Jeff here. Today's adventure is going to be installing a ROVE Ultimate 3-lead hardware kit into a 2019 Ford F-150. And a list of the ingredients. We have the cord itself with 4 different wires depending upon which exactly type of fuse that you have installed in your vehicle. We have a voltmeter. This is kit supplied, and one upholstery tool. We're going to need a socket and extension in my case, and also in my case I need the 10 and 7 millimeter sockets as well. The vehicle is again, it's a Ford F-150, and it's 2019, and it's going to be installed on the windshield. The camera is already in place, but it's powered by the cigarette adapter. I'm going to hardwire so that way it will be able to continue for 24 hours, I hope, with the motion detection. So if anybody bumps it at night, then it'll automatically turn on and record. So stay tuned. Let's see what we got. All right, we're back again. Now, our first step is going to have to be to determine exactly what type of fuses that I'm going to be, or fuse connections rather, that I'm going to be needing. So, in order to access the internal fuse box, or fuse relay, which should be located passenger side under the front dash, right over here in the wall to the right. And in order to get to it, that means that I've got some work that I need to be doing here. And that work includes taking out the floor mat, so that's not going to be in the way. I'm going to have to remove the paneling and access to the fuse relay area right there. So let's see what we can do here. So basically, to remove the floor seal right here, you just simply pull straight up on it. Now, I can assure you that this is not going to work with me trying to hold the camera here at the same time. So, step 1, get the manual and determine which one is on all the time and which one is accessory. We grab the manual and we're going to see what is powered on all the time and what is accessory. Smart Data Link connector. This is 10 amp, number 15. It's not easy getting down here, but see if we can identify this one right here. Yes, we can. That's a hot. Okay, number 31, putting out 12.4 volts. Number 31 is the hot that we're going to use. So now I need to pull out number 31. Yeah, right. There. All right. Pulled out number 31 and set the camera down here for just a second. What we're going to do now is we're going to put that into the bottom of the fuse. Come on, baby, go in there. There we go. We put that one in the bottom, and then I'm going to put the 5 amp fuse in the top, and the 5 amp fuse will be my feed for the power. So that's what we have, like that. On the add fuse, the original fuse will go into the bottom, and the add fuse will go into the top. The add fuse will take the power from the main input and feed that along on a 5 amp circuit. So let's set that down again and see if we can put that back in here. Come on, you can do it. And when we have that in, let's see. It wasn't in. Okay. Well, let's try to reseat that. I need to go so that it's up in order to be able to put the cover back on. There we go. That should be in. Okay, now checking, and yep, 12.4. Okay, 12.4 on that add fuse. So that's what we want. That's a hot wire. So we're going to let that one sit for now, and we're going to determine now which one is going to be an accessory. So essentially that's going to be practically anything that doesn't give me a readout. Stay tuned. Alright, I'm getting a 12 volt read. I didn't have the key turned all the way, so big dummy here. Okay, so 12 volt out of number 35. Number 35 again for me is selectable drive mode switch. Upfitter switches on the Raptor. Okay, selectable drive mode switch. It's going to be a silly little rascal right there. So let's turn the key off. Run a check on number 5 again. Nothing. Okay. So let's pull number 5.
And we're going to put that fuse in the bottom, which right now it doesn't matter because it doesn't really matter because of the fact that in this particular case the add fuse came with a 5, so they're both going to be 5 fitting in there. So let's put number 5 back in, align, and push the seat. Okay, so now we've got the constant power, which is red, and the accessory, which is yellow. Back in. So what we're going to do now is we're just simply going to do a basic function check. Put my voltometer in here, onto the hot, and that says 12.1. And on the accessory, the key is off right now. On the accessory, nothing. All right, that's what I wanted. Let's turn the key on now, and we should get a readout. Yes, 12.0 on the accessory. Good. So we have the ADA fuse, both of them hooked up correctly. Now on to the next phase, which is basically running it up the pillar, but I have to do some other stuff here along the way. So let's put a pause, and I'll be right back for the journey. All right, now I'm not going to be able to do this one-handed, but the passenger side visor is held up in place with a 7mm screw, or 7mm, and you can see that right up in there, I believe. So I'm going to use my socket to remove that. I'll be right back. And we have the passenger visor. Anchor point and the screw. Okay, good. Got them both right there. All right, stay tuned. All right, now removing the A-pillar handle or cover assembly, and pop that back, and the bottom one. Okay, and what we have in here are the 10mm. So once again, I can't do this holding the camera, so put you down and I'll be right back. All right, we're back live, and what I've done is I allowed for a good 20 minutes to pass, and I had the positive lead on the battery disconnected, so I'll give the chance for the capacitors to all drain. All right, I found an easily accessible port here, and this is part of the air vent system, and it allows me to gather up my excess wiring, feed it further on down inside, completely out of the way, and I'm going to zip tie the excess right here
And here's the access cover that, should I need to access that wiring, I can easily pop that off and get to it in the future. So, once again, stay tuned. Alright, so I zip tied the wire, and I'll be able to hide that easy enough on top of the airbag so that it does not interfere in any way whatsoever. And this will be tucked away nice and neat right inside here. There we go. That'll be out of the way, and that won't be interfering with anything whatsoever. That will be good. The part of the project now is, I got to put that A-pillar cover back on, and I'll have to put the visor back up there and tuck that wire just a little bit more, hide that up in there, and start putting everything together. So, hang tight. All right. At this point, we have the power line from the power supply, I should say, from the fuse lock down below. Runs up through the side, up through the A-frame, and under the visor cover, and comes out over there, right up over and in front, and drops down to the camera. So, should have a good power on that. What I have to do here now is I need to put this vent cover back on. So, hang tight. Alright, I got the side vent cover back on, and what that leaves us with now is connecting the wires down below, tucking everything nice and neat, and giving a final check before we go ahead and put the covers back on. So, let's see what we have here. I think so. What we can do is we can use those real small zip ties to just make these nice and neat and get them out of the way. So let me all right. All right. What we can see maybe is the ROVE R24K is operating right now, and put the key in, and it continues to operate. Okay. Now I have the low voltage disconnect setting for the cable set to 11.8 volts, so that when it detects 11.8 volts, it will shut off automatically, and the internal battery at that time will continue to operate for as necessary. So, mission complete, success. Thank you for watching. This is Mr. Jeff saying goodbye.